What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. We lost Quester for a moment. Oh,
He'll be there.
he's there. Yeah, he's there
It's
somewhere.
the
Let's see.
it's the disappearance act, the magic act where he disappears and magically appears back on.
Yeah, he's good about
That's his
that.
green screen.
Oh man. So how was your week there, Mr. Oslin?
My weekend was a little busy actually. I was at my in-laws' place and we just went on a small trip to all. It was a more of a temple run basically. So we
Oh,
just went around and we just came back.
yes.
Kind of a small picnic, a timeout that was much required.
Awesome. Yeah, say I know
Yeah.
it's been a busy week. Me and Quester, we were both up to what about 4 a.m. yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh my.
I was doing a video and I'm like, I'm just going to record this one video and then I'm going to go to bed. I started it at what, like midnight, I think, Caddy, is when I tried actually recording it. And then finally got recording done and everything. I was like, awesome. I take off the headset, look over. Oh, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, time got away from me too. Hey, Quester, there. One quick question. I asked Mr. Oslin. He doesn't have Telegram. If do you want to
Yeah.
screen share and share some of the announcement updates of kind of everything that's been happening this week?
Sure. Yeah. We got it. Oh, got to show it off a bit. Oh, it didn't even show.
It didn't like you. It didn't.
No,
like
it didn't.
It off.
So
I'm still waiting for mine. My tumblers are about, I think, 14 days out, or so far 14 days, and still haven't seen them hit the door yet.
oh man,
Mhm.
I got my beanie. I know it's gonna be coming in tomorrow, knowing my luck.
What's up with that? I go to the website and it's gone. The beanie is not listed anymore.
Really?
Yes, I know. Royce was bragging about it there. I jump on, and when the last time I looked, now watch, it's going to prove me to be a liar, but the last time I looked, it had the trucker hat, but it did not have the beanies. I was like, oh, what the heck?
I'm gonna check that right now, real quick here, while I'm pulling this stuff up on the Telegram. That doesn't sound right. I hope mine's still coming then.
Yeah.
Hey, it said it was on the way, so
You may be one of the lucky few there.
hopefully.
Let's see here. Crispy, no fancy background tonight, Mr. Oslin.
No fancy backgrounds. It's all plain wall.
Man, I feel you, Gres. Right now, I'm working between two different sets, and I'm using the same desk. And every week, I have to shift my desk 90 degrees around and then refocus all my cameras in. And earlier today, I was working on some product reviews, working on getting a video together for Elipal and Archa, and also doing one with Ledger too, just kind of how to load them, some general instructional videos. And the can of worms you open when you go into doing product showcases. Oh my goodness. 3 cameras and all 3 of them with different settings to what I'm normally doing.
Wow. You have a studio setup there then. That's good.
It is shoved in a corner of my basement, and I'm utilizing 2 different pieces. So I just rotate my desk around and make it work.
Nice. I mean, I just want to cross check. Are you guys hearing any kind of an echo or something like that from my end? Or is my voice clear?
Your voice was clear up until that moment, and that echo could be coming from my side. So give me 1 second, guys. Are you having an issue with that there, Quester?
Trying to make sure. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Okay. Okay, there we go. So we'll go ahead and give Caddy that time to go ahead and eat.
I am so sorry, guys. Normally my timing is not off. I try to time this just right, but it was not on my side this evening.
Okay. So, shush. December 6th, the CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko had received the updates for our Archa contract. And then, let me see what else. Airdrops were just completed, and we were able to get CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap sent. December 7th, our CoinMarketCap had started showing the correct address. And then the Coinbase wallet was also showing the accurate token value, which I know that was an issue for some people, is that they didn't see it there. Hold on, give me a second here. Give me a second here for you. I'm having technical.
It's just being one of them nights, I guess.
I guess so. I don't know.
Somebody has an echo. I don't know where it's coming from. It might be Mr. Oslin. His mic keeps lighting up. No, he's got his headphones in now. Oh, no.
Yo. The audio's not so good. I don't know for what reason. Is it me or is it you or...
It's on
Is
all
my
three
audio
sides,
clear?
I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say same here. It sounded really robotic. What is going on tonight?
Whoa, that's bad.
Yeah, that is not a good thing. Oh, wait a minute. I think
it's better.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but I don't hear it no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So without further ado, let's continue on. All right. So December 8th we went 100% of our new. 100%.
Oh, guys, it's going to be one of these nights.
Oh boy.
It's like the true AI is speaking.
Yes.
Right.
And you know what? Oh, I don't have my voice mods on here. I started utilizing a Stream Deck, and I was thinking about setting up some voice changers and stuff on here, but I haven't made it that far yet. Now, one quick question. Quester, do you have OBS Studio open?
No, right now, no.
Okay. Because I know that could run into some conflicts, but...
Yeah. Let's do one thing. Let's rejoin one by one. All right. So let one person be on the live stream. Let's just rejoin one by one.
Yes. Sorry about this, guys. Hopefully we get this resolved real quick.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys, hold on. We'll be back. I'll just go and come back, and then anyone of you can.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave the studio and come right back.
Okay.
Well, I'll go ahead, and if you guys want to do that real quick, I'll hang tight. Well, wait a minute. Do you still hear that echo?
No, I don't hear an echo.
Oh, it is Mr. Oslin.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think maybe something was going on there.
Yeah, I am so sorry, guys. We do not mean to blow up your speakers. That is not our goal.
That's the very last thing we want to do. I promise.
Yes. All right, let's see if we get it when he comes back here.
Yeah. Is it clear now? I think is it clear now?
Yes. As soon as you left, Mr. Oslin, it cleared up. So yeah. I don't know.
I think the problem was from my end.
Hey, you gotta love technology. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
All righty. Now, without further ado.
No more interruptions for now here. Let's go. Okay. So December 8th. Okay, just want to make sure. December 8th, 100% of our new Archa liquidity pool had been locked for a year using Trust Swap. I know that was a couple of things that some people tried bringing up and, just being that kind of person. Archangel description was delivered to the Etherscan, giving them the new updated kind of description for us, along with having that each project within our ecosystem operates under an independent token. Sorry. That focuses on developing and maintaining their specific solution, and solutions are shared by the projects to create a dynamic ecosystem of utility of crypto enthusiasts at a one-stop crypto experience. And they will be having small reflections into our Archa staking pool. And then, obviously, as you guys know as well, we were able to get the website fully migrated over to a VPS. Wait a second, sorry.
I know there's a lot to catch up on this week.
It's not just that; it's my throat for some reason. It's just really, really dry today.
Dude,
I was perfectly fine all day until now.
It was the 4 a.m. recordings, I tell you.
Maybe. All right. Let's see.
Yeah.
Here. All right. So go ahead and do the breakdown of transactions and taxes, since we already talked about the website here. So sellers are not breaking down their sales into true transactions. Our contract is doing that for us. Sell transactions are split up because the portion of our tokenomics say in Archa, which is the reflections, burn, and summon to the multi-sig wallet, and a small portion stays in that ETH and do not deliver into the budget wallet. This was something that we had talked about up to this point, where we were kind of messing around with the idea of not having it fully in Archa and having some of it in Archa, some of it in ETH. That way we didn't have to, when it came to it, we didn't have to have that much of a kind of trade-off. It was a lot easier for people to step up and be able to buy back what we sold for such things as marketing and also just for that multi-sig wallet. The same breakdown occurs when buying, but the ETH is held in a queue until a sell occurs. So this will actually help reduce fees by reducing the total number of transactions where ETH is being sent into our multi-sig wallet. Sending it in there is for marketing, advertising, exchanges, charities. That saves us all from having to sell back Archa tokens and raise those funds required to execute the community's approval budget. So basically, like I just said, just a little more technical and longer. And then they were able to go see the tokenomics / contract details on Dec12th. In case you guys had not checked that, you guys can go ahead and check that there now. So that is the feature. The smart contract declines single transaction sells that cause a negative 3% impact or more. Sellers cannot execute that transaction that will drop it down more than 3%. They will have to be breaking it down into smaller cells and basically kind of biting that bullet on the gas. And I know you wanted to say something, Mr. Aslan, so go ahead.
Yeah, so question. This is basically one of the questions that one of the community members actually had put out on Telegram, to which Joe responded. So this has to do more with what it shows on the liquidity log portion, or probably on on the Dex tools regarding the ownership of the contract, basically, right? So it says that the owner can lock your transfers like selling. It basically means that the contract is not renounced or something like that, and changes can be made. It's just a kind of a statutory warning kind of stuff, where it says that, okay, there may be changes that you can do to make it look like a honeypot and stuff. But here it's a different logic with Archangel. I mean, this appears in general to all the projects out there which do not have a renounced contract. You can go ahead and check any other project which does not have a renounced contract. You can see the same warning signal that comes out. So it's a general disclaimer that is shown out, so that you will be, a little cautious when you're investing in projects which you do not know what it is all about. So it's nothing to be worried of if you know your proper research is done.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then next, I guess we have the website.
Yeah,
it's all up and running.
I was gonna say that was about a day it was down for full migration. So
yeah, a day or two. I mean, it shouldn't be a issue. I mean, a lot of people did message me and ask me about what happened to the website and stuff. That's where I even came out with a video and told them. I mean, that's really nice. I like the idea of having that migrated to a VPS, because it gives a whole new level of control to all the developers on the website, and also ensures that we can build what we want, especially with the staking mechanism and stuff, right? You get that complete freedom. Whereas as compared to a regular DNS based website, it's a bit difficult with that. It's not as easy as you see the integration with staking pool and things.
Definitely, yeah. And then obviously here's for the real big news for the CoinsBit holders that may be out there.
Yeah.
So they were able to get the new contract for the Archa coin or Archa token out. I know that was some kind of an issue for the people that were holding coins on CoinsBit. They had to wait a bit longer, but now we have it there. We had it there for you guys on the 9th. So then now on later on, closer about the almost nighttime for December 9th, the old Archa listing on Dex Tools now had a banner telling people to not go ahead and buy that token, but to actually go onto the follow link right there and be able to buy the actual token. I know that was an issue that we have been seeing,
Yeah.
where people were still trying to take advantage of that price dip and trying to buy like
Exactly.
lots of tokens.
Exactly. And one thing that I want to stress upon over here to anyone in general, you want to buy any crypto tokens or coins out there, ensure that you always use the contract address. Do not use the name of the token, because I have seen a couple of launches lately wherein the moment this new token is launched on a public domain for trading, there would be duplicate contracts with the same name that are available. And I have seen coins get wrecked because of these duplications that are there. So please ensure the uniqueness of any token is its contract address, not its name. Anyone can just go ahead and name their token as Archangel. They can do that. It's in the coding, it's very easy. But when it comes to contract address, that's something that's unique. It's like your house address. It doesn't change as easily as you want, right? So, but your name can, many people can have the same name, right? So ensure that whenever you want to search any crypto or whenever you want to buy any crypto, please take the contract address. That's the actual part that you need to look out for.
Right, definitely. And always make sure, guys, that
Yeah.
you're getting it from their actual website, not from like
Yeah.
some random
That's
Telegram or
the
something like
thing.
that. Because again, the same issues where they can very easily clone Telegram accounts or Telegram groups, sorry, and be able to
Yeah.
have fake accounts in there. I know we've seen that as well.
Yeah.
It's a very common thing. It's a very common issue, but it's just another precaution that we have to take when going
Yeah.
into any kind of crypto there.
And I just want to add one more thing. It's a bit funny, but people come back with scam messages saying this is official Archangel team. They're asking for support and stuff. Know one thing, guys. A channel cannot message. All right. So a user can send you a message. Like I can send you a message, a DM. CryptoQuester can send you a DM. Caddy can send you a DM. Joe can send you a DM. We're all users, right? But a channel is just for broadcast purpose. So a channel cannot. When you create a channel or a group, do you think that a group that is created in WhatsApp will be having the rights to go ahead and send a message? How will it type? Think of it that way. A group is not a user, it's just a room, just like a chat room that you create in Google or WhatsApp or anywhere else, right? It's a similar way in Telegram too. So a group cannot do a DM to you. So please ensure that you do not fall for those scams. Be a little careful with that.
Yeah, sorry to break it to you guys, but we don't have a help desk either or a support group.
The
So
help desk is right here.
yeah, the help desk is us in the Telegram or the cafe's actual self. We don't have a whole Telegram dedicated to it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
not yet.
There's no dedicated Telegram. There's no dedicated Twitter account to any type of help desk support out there. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I heard you guys talking about that. I was like, I gotta come back on because that just irks the heck out of me. That is somebody taking advantage.
Hold on, Kenny.
It's like the low score.
It's common. It's okay. Hold on. I know how you feel. I really have seen it. How you feel.
Yeah, it's getting that bad out there right now.
I get it.
Definitely. So then on to December 10th, stage 2 and 3 budget polls were posted and had ran for 24 hours. I do believe that he had closed them an hour or 2 hours ago, right?
Yes, they are posted in the announcement
Yeah.
group. We'll catch up to those at the end.
Yep. So let me see. The second formal request was submitted to CoinGecko. I knew that they were a little more behind on there, so
Yeah.
just giving them that little friendly nudge.
Yeah, as far as I got to know from certain other sources, CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap is somewhat okay because they have, increased the workforce is what I heard. But CoinGecko is bolstered with a lot of, applications. And the sad part with these things is, I believe that there are a lot of coins getting created every single day, and everyone wants to get listed, right? So
Oh,
it's just that they think that CMC and CG is something which is a booster dose for them. So and even if they are shit coins, trust me, they want to just get listed. There are hell lot of shit coins which are getting listed every single day, and they pay a hell lot of money too. Uh, it's very simple, when you have a scam coin created, you just go ahead and start putting it to trade and wait for a week so that you can get some good moolah out of it. After which, use a percentage of that and send it across to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap and get the listing done on priority. So that's what is happening, and I don't think so. It's the right way. You don't need to pay for getting listed a legit project, right? So it takes time. It's all right. Absolutely fine with me.
Oh yeah, definitely. So let's see here. Here's the 4-part announcement regarding the
The
stage
big
2
one.
and 3. Yeah, right. Here's the big one,
Okay,
guys. Buckle up.
Yeah, I mean, let's run through the quick highlights itself. I think the part one portion is like already approved by the community and being prepared for execution. CoinGecko banner, the Dex tools, advertising campaign, the high tea charity. Yeah, I mean that's still put on hold, right? Due to the situation, it's still not clear on
Yeah.
high tea.
Aeroflex had actually spoke up about that with the
Mm-hmm.
Haiti donation, that he found out the safest time for him to go will be, I believe it was mid January to the end of January. That he
Ah,
is still in communication with some guys down there, and
mm-hmm.
All right,
That's
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you have the advertising campaign, Google, Facebook website, and YouTube, the Asian marketing and advertising campaign. Then you have the smart contract audit. Certec will change if the remaining backlog for months. Yeah. Uh, just one thing I want to speak about the audit front. You have Nike, you have Adidas. It depends on your personal preference. Both are good brands, right? So the same way here when it comes to audits, I know Certec has made its mark in terms of having a brand name built, but there are other audit agencies which cost you lesser than Certec, but still are good enough audits as well. So,
right.
but yeah, it
Oh, I wasn't trying to interrupt him, but he got cut off there, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
So
think his internet got him.
yeah, so before he gets back here, that's one thing I want to say. Certic is a great auditor. I will not deny that any step of the way. But here's the reality of it. There's many great auditors out there when it comes to contract auditing. Certic has the name, and
right.
just like, oh, you back there, Mr. Osland? It
think
cut
he's
out
back.
on you for about 30 seconds.
Oh, sorry. I
No,
thought
you're
I,
fine.
I lost you guys. All right. Okay. Yeah. Like you were saying, Caddy, you are right. Absolutely right. So there is, see, Certic is just one brand in the market. Tomorrow, someone else can come and dethrone Certic as well. But there are some pretty good audit companies out there who are doing on the level of same or even sometimes better than Certic as well. But let me tell you one thing, Certic audit does not define whether the token is good or not.
Nope.
All right. So it's just to ensure that, okay, blockchain is still at a very nascent stage and you need a lot of expertise in terms of coding and stuff. Certic audit will give you that particular insight if there are any, undue codings that are there, and if it's susceptible to any hacks and stuff like that, right? So it gives you an overall angle picture, but the same can be done. See, the audit procedure remains the same no matter who does it, right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's just like software testing. You go ahead and want to test a software, you would definitely use the same kind of tools that any other person uses. I mean, the name of the tool can differ. Like if you're using a Mac PC, you are using iOS, and if I'm using a Windows PC, I use Windows from Microsoft. That's the only difference, right? But the operation or the things that you do on the laptop or your system or a computer will remain the same. That's the same thing that happens with an audit as well. It's just with the brand and the people doing it. So yeah, it makes sense that you go for a good audit company which has all the checks done. That's the one that thing that you need to look out for. But yeah, if it's Certic, it's tick. If not, not
Yes.
to worry, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, you have Certic, you have Hackin.io.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. Those are the two most popular, most common names that do have a good reputation behind them.
Hmm.
Certex tends to take the spotlight a lot away from others, but there is many good things out there in that nature. What's going on, Airflex? We were just talking about you, buddy.
So, Quester, I'll take it up if you're okay. Your voice is,
Yeah,
you
no, I
can
was
take
gonna say
some
that was
rest,
perfectly
but
fine. Yeah.
yeah, all right. So on the Christmas charity program, there is a budget of $3,000 allocated to that. And I think there will be a poll this weekend. I think, is it running right now? Is the poll done?
The
I'm
poll
sorry if I missed
ended.
it.
I think the
Okay,
poll ended right before the stream here. Let me see.
perfect. Yeah.
Let me see. We have some results at the bottom of this.
I can check. Wait.
All right. Yeah. So the next one charity is again on the group of community. They recently formed to explore charities and organizations. So this team will be exploring and researching the various major or charities and related organizations. In Jan, this team will be providing the community with three options, and the initiative here would be for a budget of around $10,000. That's pretty good. And let me tell you, $10,000 might sound a little less at the US level, but when you look at other regions, it's a whole lot of money, right? So yes, it definitely is a good venture. So let's hope for it on. Let's wait for the big news on where the charity donation would happen, and that's happening February, right? Yeah, it's
Yes.
happening.
Yes.
It's on February, right? All right, then we have the logo competition. They will be announcing it pretty soon, I believe, on Metatron. BAC, the next feature 5 Arca token. That's really good. And so, all those artists who are listening to us and all those who want to participate, I think it's time that you do your research and start getting ready for the token contest or the logo contest. I mean, so it will
Right.
be good.
Yeah,
And
that's a chance for a graphic designer to truly shine.
yeah,
And I love what happened with the last logo competition. What we got to see,
yes,
all the artwork from the community, and even from outside the Arca community.
right.
That's not restricted to just people within Arca. This is for anybody out there. You have those skills. You want to try to hone in on those skills. Give it to the
Hmm.
test. Come give Arca a logo. Let's see what you got.
Right. And one more thing that I want to really quote here is the price pool. So you can see that it is up by 2 trillions, and the second place is the first 1 trillion NACA. The third place would be 500 billion NACA, and that's pretty big considering the future price movement of Archangel, right? So it's a free option for you to get into Archangel without even worrying about gas fee. So all you need to show is your talent. That's it.
Yes.
Right. So we'll be conducting a poll to determine the area. Then again, I mean, it's the same way of how the polls happen for the other Archangel logo competitions as well. And artists must be in the Telegram members and they must submit original artwork during the 5-day window. One logo per artist is what is allowed. You cannot submit multiple entries. So ensure that you design, even if you have 3 to 4 designs, choose the best that you have and go ahead and put it across. And this is for Epic 4, guys. The earlier one was for Feature 5. The same one more logo competition is there for Epic 4 as well. So you guys have two options to go ahead and get yourself free Archangel tokens. Probably not get, but earn yourself through the logo competition. So
There
show
you
your
go.
talent, get Ata. That's it. So the first place again here is for 3 trillion Aka, the second place is for 2 trillion, and the third place is for 1 trillion. This is pretty big, right? So combine both in case, suppose you're a very good artist and you won both of the competitions, that's 5 trillion Archangel tokens in your wallet
Hmm.
just for bringing out two good logos out there. So that's pretty good. I mean, I wish I had the talent.
Me too. Me too. I dabble with a
I
little
could.
graphic design, but it is definitely not my strength.
Yeah, trust me. Like I said the other day, the moment I drew a hibiscus, my teacher told me it was an amoeba. So I stopped drawing from then. So then you have the migration part, I guess, post the migration, the massive budget initiatives, and ones that have big impacts on nearly every aspect of our project. And you go ahead and execute for stage 2 and stage 3 initiatives previously approved by the community on earlier polls, identified above part 1. Uh, the rest all, I guess, this is more to do with how the next stages are ideally happening in terms of the fund release and the planning and stuff like that. So I'll not go into too much of detail. It's a little boring, story reading and stuff. So I'll leave it to the others. But if you guys want me to read it out, please do let me know in the chat. I am okay with reading it out. I don't want to make it boring. I mean, it's a Sunday night for you guys, so it shouldn't be like you're sitting here listening to someone just going through certain it becomes a bedtime story, I guess. People hearing it will just fall asleep. I don't want that happening.
Yes, we ain't gonna let that happen here. Well, no, ain't nobody falling asleep here on the Archa Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
I know I did.
I don't want to hear complaints that I'll be singing a lullaby today. No.
So let's see. Where did you leave off there, Mr. Aslan? We got down to the
I'll go with
5.
part 4. The upcoming competitions and polls. Like 12th December, we have the prize prediction.
Yep.
I mean, that's going to be announced later in this show. The prize paid by community members, they'll be announced right now. I mean, or not immediately, but towards the end of the stream is what I believe. We'll
Yes,
do
they will
that.
be here to make that announcement sometime during the
Yes.
stream. We don't know when, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't even. Tell us.
That's a
They just-
surprise. All
Yeah,
right.
they didn't even tell
That's
us. They
good.
just said they were gonna stop by. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. It's a surprise for us too. I mean, we also do not know who the winners are.
We wouldn't even
So
know when
let's
they
see.
come in. We'll just randomly see them.
Yes.
Yeah. It's Joe AI version 2.3.5. Blah 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 blah. Whatever you want to put. All right. So feature file logo competition, we went through that. The Epic 4 sector on focus poll selecting, we went through that. The logo competition again, we went through that. Second major exchange poll, that also I guess it's ended, I believe, or is it still running? The second major exchange poll, or
Let's
has it
see.
not
Hold on.
started? Yeah, I'm sorry, I did miss a little bit of polls, but
There's just been so many of them happening.
Yeah.
It is almost difficult to keep up with them all.
Right.
Let's see.
All right, I think it's still not done. I think they've still not
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
put
they.
that across. Yeah,
So we
they're
got
still exploring.
Lucifer from the Telegram in here saying, "I know the winners." He's bragging a little bit. By the way.
Oh, you know the winners. Please go ahead and put it across.
Yeah. Go ahead and share the Excel.
No. We're gonna make Kristen come on again tonight. We're gonna make her have him come here, have a good time.
Yeah.
She's got to make that announcement.
So I'm looking here. It looks like we have not done the exchange poll just yet. Although we do have our Christmas charity poll just now running. That's been running for about 2.5 hours now, roughly.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So if you guys haven't voted yet, don't do it right now because you're here. Do it afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you
No
get it
hurry.
within the 48
Yeah.
hours.
And then you have the white paper updated, I guess, with all those changes that are made. I believe even the roadmaps are now changed or updated according to the new strategy that we have come out with in terms of especially the partnership with Google Cloud and accelerating that releases for the epics.
Yes.
So that's really good. And shout out to all, whoever donated 2 Ethereum or 2.5 worth Ethereum to the budgets of stage 2 and stage 3. A big shout out to you guys. I mean, this is how community brings things together, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And then you have the poll results. And what else did we miss? I mean, I think we pretty much covered all these updates. And what we have to discuss now is basically on the charities that we just got a recent announcement on. First one would be on Coalition to Abolish Slavery and Trafficking. They call it CAST. That's good. I mean, I'm seeing this now. Let me be honest. I'm seeing this now because it was early morning for me when it was actually posted. So this is the first time I'm checking this out.
So if you want, Mr. Aslan, if you want to catch up there, I can scroll through.
Yeah, you can
pick
go
up
on.
where you left
Caddy.
off. So white paper version 2.1 has the updated contract address. This was the news that was dropped continuing on December 11th, I want to say.
Yeah.
December 10th.
Sorry, December 10th. Yep.
And then also community donations that came in for stages 2 and 3 budgets. A little bit more pressing news on today, December 12th, posted on Twitter, pinned here, and announcement page updated. Archa's ecosystem projects are launching in the next quarter. Pre-sale opportunities are reserved only for the Archa holders based on Etherscan's reports. If you are not an Archa holder, when the report is pulled, then you will not be eligible for the pre-sale registration. So they made the announcement of how they're going to kind of do that pre-sale and focus on, that was one of the perks of being inside that ecosystem and being part of the Archangel community. I mean, that was one of the big things about it. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I continue on, we have a special guest sitting in here.
Bring them
Welcome.
in. All right. Hey, Joe.
Did you say special guest or special ed?
Special guest. Special Ed's not here tonight.
No. Ed's too busy with his Long Islands.
Oh, man.
I'm looking for him.
So
I'm just enjoying your updates. Keep going. I'm just hanging out.
yeah, no problem. One of the things is we kind of wanted to hit these right off at the gate to give a centralized spot where people can come and reference those. So, Yep. So we'll continue on with them here. Let's see here. That was a Twitter post from the official Archangel. Arca's ecosystem projects are. Oh, that is the same announcement.
Yeah, same announcement, and people need to read that a few times.
Yes. Yes.
Because so basically, it's been announced on our socials. It's been announced in our Telegram. It's been pinned in our announcements. We will not announce that again.
Nope.
Yeah.
And I agree. You read that over and over until you truly understand what that means.
Follow your investments, and your investments will follow you.
Well said.
There we go.
Well said.
Definitely.
So as far as the community votes go, we had a lot of those that ended prior to the stream here this evening. For the Christmas charity program, 86% approved yes, that they approved that budget. On stage 2 charity program, 82% approved the budget. Let's see, feature 5 logo competition, 83% of the community approved that budget. Let's see, there's so many of them here. Epic 4 logo competition, 85% approved that budget. Guys, our community is freaking awesome. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's see. Epic 4 local competition has been approved. Community has voted to approve all 4 actions, including this budget request. The Feature 5 logo competition will be announced on Tuesday and will end on Saturday. The Epic 4 logo competition will take place next week. Now,
hey, let me throw something in there real quick, Caddy.
Yes.
So we're going to have a little bit of a break in between the 2 logo competitions, and the reason is while the Feature 5 logo competition is going, we're also going to be selecting the sector of solutioning for Epic 4. So that when Feature 5 logo is done, the Epic 4 sector has been selected, and we move right into logo creation. So this week you're going to get some artistic competition and also some brainstorming on Epic 4.
Amazing. Guys, we're what, 12 weeks? We're not even at 12 weeks yet. We are 1 week shy of that. We're between that 11 to 12. And we're talking about Epic 4.
Imagine this was supposed to happen probably 6 months down the lane. Yeah. 2023.
Yes, we are talking about 2023 rolling into 2024, happening in 2022.
Epic 4 is 27 months away. We're gonna pick that Epic this week.
Oh, so we told you, just watch.
Right, definitely.
Exactly. I mean, this is what happens, and this is what I like because see, the team is exploring multiple options to ensure that we get things done at a faster pace, but still ensuring that we adopt the new technologies that are coming out in place. Security is the utmost importance, but along with security, speed is also important, right? So being the players in the market, which is booming every single day, you need to be the first if you want a cup of the profit, right? So for you to do that, you need to be quick, you need to have some proper products out, and I believe that's what the dev team is doing. A big shout out to them. In fact, they've been working really hard.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's the thing. Like you can tell the community just how much the community is involved, because as things are ramping up, it gets quieter and quieter. And everybody's just so focused with what Archangel has going on. It's crazy.
Right.
Let's see. Got to be a holder. We're missing a lot of the comments over on the side.
No questions, Carrie. I'm taking care of that.
Joe says, I feel like old school. You feel like old school, sir?
Yeah. There's been some mornings where you wake up and look in the mirror and say, "Oh my God, who is that?" You know.
I feel you.
It's all good though. I mean, it's we've talked about this every Sunday. We knew this was coming. We're going to move as fast as we can move until we break something, and then when we break something, we'll take it back a notch. But at this point, one of the things that you already covered in the announcements is really big. When we put out some announcements earlier this week to ask the community for some volunteers to help run some focus groups, I need you all to realize how much work that takes off of other people. And I jumped in every group as often as I could. And what I told myself is there are a couple dozen people spending hours and hours of their volunteer time so that other members of the team can work on other stuff. So it's a multiplier. It's a force multiplier when other members of the community can take something like a charity or the Dex tools or the CoinGecko advertising and run with that. Even if they get a 90% solution and they put their hand up and say, okay, we've taken it as far as we can, that is dozens and dozens and dozens of hours that were saved in our timeline. Dozens. So the more that continues, the faster we're going to move. And here's an example of that. The charity group is going to keep working on their charities because we've got this one coming up at Christmas. We've got a big one in February, and we're still committed with Aeroflex and what he's working on. I spoke with Ed on Friday and asked him if he thought we could use a community focus group on our second big exchange, and he said absolutely. So probably within the next week, you're going to see a request for some assistance from the community for those who are interested in helping us nail down that second exchange.
Nice. We had a question that kind of dropped over here in the comments. Let me go ahead and pull it up here real quick. So
yeah,
I don't know if we actually know when the new token for Michael presale is ready. How many tokens will be in the initial presale pool?
It all depends on how many register. So basically, the project, each token that is released has a financial need, right? So it's basically the cost to launch the token, the airdrops that will be included with the presale, those who register and contribute to the presale, and then you have the liquidity that you've got to build up. Once that financial number is picked, it'll probably range between probably 75,000 and 150,000 because we want to start with a nice strong price. We want to start with a nice pool of ETH for that token. We'll take the dollar amount, we'll divide it by how many people register for the presale, and then that's the tokens that we'll raise.
Yep. So
it's going to vary until we close the registration period for the presale. That number is. It's a moving target until that registration period ends. The fewer people that register, the more tokens each person will be able to buy.
Yeah. Didn't we hear a story about this in a voice chat over in Telegram? A little story about a pre-sale that occurred and a gentleman got involved, ended up only being a handful of people or a couple handfuls of people.
Yeah, this was quite a while ago. A friend of mine happened to stumble across a registration for a whitelist registration. And he said, what the heck? He didn't know anything about the project. And he signed up for it, and he was selected on the lottery, and it ended up being like 18 or 20 people total. That was it. So he's quite happy with his presale.
Definitely.
Quite happy.
Let's see. I'm still refreshing CoinGecko every 5 minutes. Ultra's still over there. He's pushing for that. That's the one thing. A lot of people have been coming in saying when CoinGecko update date, guys. That Arca has done its part on the day of the migration. Has done follow-ups. It is up to CoinGecko or CG to get that stuff updated. The ball is in their court. It's all in their hands right now.
Yeah, so here's the backstory on CoinGecko. When you submit your token for CoinGecko, you fill out a form, you provide data about your token, you submit it. Then usually a week or two later, you get listed. In our case, it was about 10 days when we got our initial listing.
Mm-hmm.
When you register for that and when you execute that listing, you also have the ability to make updates to your listing real time. So like if we wanted to change our description, I can log in, or one of the project team members can log into that account. We can make minor changes to like our description, or certain our logo, and those changes happen pretty quick. The only thing that they do not allow you to change on the fly like that is contract changes or migrations.
Right.
So that requires you to submit the form again, which was done on the 5th, the 7th, and again yesterday.
Yep.
So we've done it 3 times.
Yeah, and keep in mind too, that's not only a safety measure, or I do want to say that is kind of a safety measure. When you have to submit details or change details that is that deep within a project, they want to do their due diligence at the same time. So it follows a whole different trend.
It affects the price. I mean, it's,
Yes.
Changing the description is one thing, but changing the token value is something totally different. So we're being patient with them. We've emailed them 3 times now. Same protocols that we took when we launched, back in September. So once they got our information, they were very helpful. CoinGecko was actually more responsive than any other team we've ever worked with. It's just a matter of getting through that queue that's in front of them. Getting through that getting through that pipeline of work that those people have.
Yes. Yeah, because just out of curiosity, I am going to pull up CoinGecko. I want to see how many. Oh, not CoinMarketCap. Let's take a look.
Are you talking total tokens?
Yes, 11,612.
Yeah, 11,600.
I mean, those are just the ones that you have registered there. Okay, there are a whole lot of other coins which keep applying. Right, it's like 1,000+ applications on the daily front that they receive.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not wrong.
So yeah, I see Ultra's comment there. They're slow. They are, but they're even if they're doing 25 to 50 updates a day, that's a significant amount of work for a help desk. That I'm sure it's probably a smaller help desk, a service team.
Yeah.
But I do know this, and I'll give them props for that. Once they get to your ticket, they are very engaged. They email, they telegram, they do a lot. So once your ticket number is called, they move quickly. It's just a matter of getting through that pile.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They execute from A to Z before moving on to the next, but it's very strategic and very engaged with them. So
right.
Let's see.
What else do we have? No questions tonight.
I know. Mr. Joe's been doing well enough keeping up with the updates out there that the questions been kind of limited.
That's the intent. Spend your time on the update page, on the announcement page.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
I guess people have taken that advice. They're spending a lot of time there, so no questions here.
Yeah. So to keep that in mind, our announcement group now has 642 members in it.
That's
that
it has grown significantly. Yes.
So definitely more people staying engaged there.
Yeah.
And also one change, I see you've got the technical roadmap up there, the consolidated paths.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see that change a lot in version 3.
Whoa. Again.
and the reason why, and this part of the reason why I put in that announcement today, the developers are going to be kicking out features for feature 2. Feature 1 will be ready when Ed says it's tested and it meets his requirements. He's being really careful with feature 1, and that's fine. He can take all the time he needs to take a pool. But feature 2, the BNB, also the swaps, feature 3 and feature 5, you're probably going to see aspects of 2, 3, and 5 come out before Christmas. So what's going to happen is the feature timeline is going to be staggered, just like the epics. And then what's going to happen is we're going to have to go back to the well and pick more features for the guys to work on.
And that's the one thing, though. I don't think we will ever run out of ideas to throw into that pool, into that bucket to choose from.
Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah. As and when crypto evolves, anything new comes up, I mean, this ecosystem is ready to incorporate that.
Yeah. So that I mean, and getting out version 3 to these documents is really hard because especially the technical roadmap is changing so quickly. It's accelerating so fast that we could probably do a new version every 2 weeks at this point. So we've just got to kind of pick a spot in the calendar and say, all right, let's try it here. It's going to change the next day.
If we were able to keep these truly real time, you would have to hire 2 more of you, Joe, just to keep up with the documentation.
Yeah, it's just it's keeping up with AI and Ed.
Yeah.
And like we said last week before migration, when they had sent out the request for information for the various aspects of the migration, while they were waiting for those third parties to give us their feedback and their input and their research, AI and Ed didn't sit still. They came to this roadmap and say, okay, what else can we work on?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that, the community doesn't see that happening because they do it all behind the scenes and they don't talk about it. But they don't sit still. Those 2 guys do not sit still.
And I got to say, I could tell Ed's been getting a little bored here lately. I've been seeing him in the Telegram a lot more.
Yeah. Well, it's not that he's bored. He has solutions that he's, both him and AI, they both have solutions that they're working on that are, just like migration, they're 90 something % there. They just need to finish up a few things to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
But they're basically telling us what's next. So what's next?
That's nice. Yeah. So when Lambo?
When Lambo, I'll tell you what, when DeFi, here's the thing with DeFi, if the community cannot come up with a solution or a problem to solve within the next week, I'm going to recommend, we'll put it out for a vote, but I would like to recommend not forcing us to find a solution, but sliding Epic 2 backwards and moving Epic 3 up in its place.
I agree.
We don't want to sit. We don't want to sit for weeks and weeks and weeks and try to find a problem. If we can't identify one right off the bat, let's look at another Epic right away. Spend a few weeks looking at DeFi, which we've done. Maybe one more week looking at DeFi, and if we can't come up with a good problem to solve for crypto, then let's take a look at the next Epic. Let's keep moving. We'll just do it. We'll just rotate them through. We'll flip them around.
Right. And I agree wholeheartedly because we can't let something like that slow down the pace of what's happening. We've had all this time to get DeFi figured out. And if we haven't been able to come up with a logical solution, there's many other problems that are in line that needs equal, if not more, attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Exactly. So people who have any solutions or problems that you want to go ahead and or ideas that you want to put out, Archangel Innovations Lab group is the way to put those across, right? So you need to join the Archangel Innovations Lab group and then put across your ideas and your problem statements there. Anything regarding DeFi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Shadrach, I see your comment. We're going to talk about this here in a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll talk about that.
All right.
I didn't realize
That's
I didn't realize how fast the chat's moving. I thought I was clicking his comment of this one of When Arca Island.
No.
When you guys get through the updates, we'll talk about that. I want to talk about that.
Absolutely.
All right. So
I guess we are done with the updates, right? Nothing else pending.
Hold on one second. Let me get back into it here, guys.
Yeah. And Wilkerson, any questions are welcome here.
So, no, we do have just a couple other things to go over real quick. I will try to do this as clearly and as efficient as I can. Oh, gosh, you cannot see that anyway. Hold on one second. We're going to go back to here for just a moment, guys. And we got to go in and zoom in on this. Okay, now we should be able to see a heck of a lot better. So bear with me for 1 second. All right, there. Now we can see it a heck of a lot better. I'm still working with a new piece of equipment here, guys. So bear with me. There
we go. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, On this, guys, we are not going to announce in advance when that snapshot is going to be taken. And it, hold on, let me back up one more step here.
No, we're not.
Okay, yeah, continuing where we left off earlier, talking about the pre-sale opportunities and the snapshot, that they will not be announcing in advance when that snapshot's going to be taken. And it will occur once we get closer to the pre-sale registration events. Once that holder snapshot has been taken, we will post that announcement here in the main Telegram with published next steps. Our community lead charity, let's start that over again. Our community-led charity program team, that's a tongue twister there, has finished the research on the first aspect of the charity program, and that is, quote, approved by the community today to execute a $3,000 charitable donation during the upcoming Christmas holiday period. Thank you, charity program team, for this work. Outstanding job by all.
Outstanding.
Very.
Yeah.
Hey, if I know that's a private group and only the folks that volunteered were pulled into that, but all three of those groups, the charity, the CoinGecko, and the Dex, those three groups, I could not believe how quickly they jumped on stuff this week. It was amazing. It's just amazing. Hats off to you guys and gals. You killed it. You killed it.
And that just shows, again, of the community engagement.
Yep.
Right.
Arca is 99% community. Sorry, Joe. I'm only going to give you the 1%. I'm only going to give you the
Many hands make light work. Many hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
It cannot be done by one, but that's for dang sure. So Charity One, Coalition to Abolish Slavery and Trafficking, or CAST. This charity can be found here on CASTLA.org. Bear with me for 1 second here. We're going to go ahead and do this as well. Maybe. Even with how big my screen is, I still cannot easily copy and paste. So I just want to make sure we drop this into the chat. So if anybody wants to keep up with it here, we'll put it to all destinations. But CAST, that charity focuses on ending modern slavery through education, advocacy, and empowering survivors of human trafficking. CAST provides critical support to human trafficking survivors, empowering them to overcome their traumatic past and become leading voices in shaping public policy and awareness. Based on our research, we believe a $3,000 donation to this charity will help support life-changing services to these survivors and help build mobilization initiatives to build a future where modern slavery is no longer a plague in our communities. That is huge. And hats off to that charity. There's many needs in the world, and that is one of them that is not brought to the forefront very often. Charity number 2, the Fisher House Foundation. This charity, fisherhouse.org, focuses on support for military and veteran families, allowing them to be close to their loved ones during a medical crisis and focus on what's important. The heading process, with more than 95% of its donations being directly spent on programs, Fisher House has helped 413,000 families. Oh, I lost my spot there. 413,000 families save an estimated $500 million of out-of-pocket costs for lodging and transportation. That is huge.
Yeah, so that's Fisher House is actually a really big deal for the military guys and gals that are going in for operations and surgery. A lot of them are going into physical therapy. And what happens is, or treatments, what happens is the family flies into where the service member is being cared for. And instead of the family getting hotels and all that, they're cared for by the Fisher House.
Nice.
It's incredible. Yeah.
And that, hats off to them, especially during this time of year with everything too. We'll continue on. We got another good one that's up here for us. Charity number 3, the Action Against Hunger. This charity focuses on global access to clean water, food, training, and healthcare. And give me 1 second here. We'll drop that link in as well. For over 40 years, Action Against Hunger's global initiatives have helped strengthen communities and improve the lives of millions of undernourished families across 45 different countries, with the goal of ending life-threatening hunger for good within our lifetimes. Its programs are split across 5 major areas: nutrition and health, food security and livelihoods, water I see that running together. Anyway, water, sanitation, and hygiene, emergency response, and research and innovation. Now, based on our research, we believe that our $3,000 donation to this charity will help train and build the capacity of small-scale farmers to increase production and strengthen their infrastructure and systems to provide that clean water, safe sanitation, and good hygiene. That poll will run for, or this poll will run for 48 hours. Please make your selection based on the information provided above. Any research you may do on your own. So, guys, we got the links. If you're following along, you want to research on any of those projects, they are all in the description down below and in the comments there.
Yeah. And all those are legit organizations of charity. They are not like, those ones which are just set up stating that they are going to do it, but they're not going to do it. These are all legit ones. I've checked them from my side. Yeah. Please do your own research as well.
Yes. Yeah. And there's a lot of good charities. Those three are definitely promising. It's going to be hard for me to pick on between which one. I mean, there's a lot of good things that could happen and a lot of people in need. And in this world,
Right.
They'll never run out of need for help. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's the identifying those right kind of people that matters. There is a lot of people who definitely need a lot of help. But yeah, identifying those real people who need help is really difficult. And some of these organizations are doing a fabulous job. And now it's up to us to choose one of the best out of these three. I mean,
Yeah.
all three are good. It's just that we have one choice for now.
Yeah, I say we got a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Well, like Caesar said, I mean,
That was
like these
good.
are all very hard. It's very hard to select one, and I was about to say it too. Like I'm sitting here trying to
I
think.
know.
I'm like, I don't know which one to pick. But hopefully, in the near future, we'll be able to help all three of them, and that in of itself
Yeah.
would be amazing to be able to help all three.
Yeah. I mean, this is just the first charity drive, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
On an official front. There are still more to come. So,
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
being engaged with these projects and organizations isn't always about money. Like there's other things that we can do to help them that don't necessarily take money. So
Exactly.
once we've found a few good ones that really hit home with our community, we'll grow that relationship with those organizations, and there's all kind of ways we can help them. So this
Yeah.
is just the first step.
Yep.
Exactly.
Definitely.
All right. Hold on. I'm getting some information kicked over to us here.
Ooh.
All right. We have Miss Bread in the house this evening. Welcome.
Hey guys, how are you?
We're doing great. How about
Doing
you?
us
Good.
caffeine induced. Never fails. So, let's see here.
Did you get the?
Yes, I
Info?
did. I'm
Okay.
just trying to make sure that my computer is going to do what it's supposed to. It likes to have a mind of its own every now and then. So we'll get this pulled up here real quick. Which would you like me to show first? Brad, you want me to show the Dex tools? And
Yeah, I would say let's show the snapshot that we took tonight at 8.
Oh, we can't see it.
hold on, we can't see it. We're all on the way. There we
There
go.
we go.
Oh, yeah. That's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm bad in maths. Okay, I keep counting. 4963.
Oh.
9 zeros, 4963. We did not have any exact guesses, but we
Oh.
had people that were close. They were close.
I was not even near this.
Neither was I.
Oh, I was way off. I was about 420% more than that.
Wait, can we go ahead and edit the price on the Telegram group? Let me just go ahead and do that now.
Oh, see where it's at right at this moment. Yeah, this was taken at the time of the snapshot of when we said the contest would end on today at 8 p.m.
Right.
Now, while you're looking that up, are you ready to kick over to the spreadsheet part?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
There's
Oh,
the
wow.
winners.
Wow.
Red.
Not bad.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Stacks. Oh, I bet he's jumping in his chair right now.
I haven't seen Stacy either, so we got to tag him in the Telegram and let him know.
Yes. So this the official announcement for the winners?
This is the official announcement for the winners. So these were the 5 closest. And Lucifer was my statistical consultant on this. But he did a great job keeping track of everything. And as soon as the snapshot was taken, it was like, bam, he DMs me and he's like, here you go. So, I mean, I double checked them, but he's right on. So these are the 5 winners.
Nice.
Yeah.
He popped in here earlier. Congratulations to everybody.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Congratulations.
Congrats,
I know.
everyone.
I know mine was definitely a little bit on the higher side than that, but
Yeah, I was there somewhere, just take off the 0 and instead of 1, you put a 4. I mean, I was there. I was there.
Got the numbers mixed around.
My guess, I believe, was 2231. So 8 zeros, 2231.
Okay, don't ask me the number of zeros, but I had a 0.
Were you
Hey,
the one that had 3 zeros?
No.
No.
Actually, our beloved Ed had called me out because when I went in there and I dropped my guess, I was just sitting at a stoplight. So I went in real quick. And I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put my guess in. And Ed messaged me 2 minutes later. He's like, "Hey, bro, did you really mean to show a lower price?" I was like, no. No, I'm not trying to lower our market cap to under 2 million. No.
Shame
Yes.
on you. Shame. I mean, it's okay, bro. If that's what you wanted, you should have ran with it. But that, I mean, we still love you.
Yeah, no. The only thing that would do is force me to go bankrupt. I would have $0 extra on the side right now. Not financial advice.
Yep.
But
I'd be hurting. I would be hurting if, yeah. There'd be no spare change in the ashtrays or glove boxes or couch cushions or anywhere.
I will admit this. I one time was involved in one certain crypto project and it hit a all-time low that I have never seen before. I literally went upstairs, grabbed my change jar. I did exactly what Joe said. I looked through the cushions of the couch. I took it over to a Coinstar, cashed it in, and yep. Now, needless to say, that change money, it already made its way here to Arca. So
There you go.
That's good. But what I personally felt about this price and stuff, if in case, okay, in good note, if in case Bitcoin had not actually had that crash due to whatever reason, I mean, multiple people have multiple reasons coming out. Some say it's because of the holidays, some say it's because of the Evergrande issue, some say it's because of some US policies and the entire government's coming in together with regulation bills and stuff. But no matter what the reason is, if in case Bitcoin had not had that crash, I strongly believe Archangel would have definitely reached those. I mean, cut off a 0 as well. That's my personal opinion, because that's what the technicals indicated, in fact.
Yeah, and and that was the thing is when this competition dropped in that window of opportunity, I was like, okay, we're sitting strong. Like everything was looking good. I'm like, we're gonna be there by the time the 12th hits, and then the entire market drawback. I mean, it's crypto. I mean, what do you do?
Just don't know what's going to happen. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, magic happens in crypto. I have seen the same Archangel token rise from $150 per trillion to what we see right now. Come on.
Yeah.
It went up all the way to $3,000 per trillion, and that's huge. It's going to happen again. It's coming.
It's crypto. Just watch.
Yeah.
Just watch.
Ms. Brett, did you like this? Did you how did you you guys kind of set this up. What do you think? Was it fairly easy to manage and control and report on, or was it out of control?
No, it was fine, and we had some great people helping, including you. I mean, you were enthusiastic in letting us do this contest, which was awesome. Kira, Mrs. Crypto Caddy, who could not be on stream tonight. She was my brainstorming partner. So working with her was awesome. And Caesar, helped set up the contest room, and Royce had some great info on how to get the prizes to the winners, and Lucifer, my statistical consultant.
Your statistical demon, Lucifer?
He is. Right.
Hey, when I gotta say, when he popped that spreadsheet out within a few hours, I was like, holy crap, we need to get that guy on some more projects.
It did not even dawn on me. I have something on a personal side that I'm doing, and I've been fighting with my Excel sheet. I need to reach out to you sometime, sir.
Yeah.
Learn some framework.
But- and the
Help
other
me
note,
up
too,
my
is-
skills.
The other note too is that this was not this was community volunteers for the donations. So members of the community made these donations to the winners. So that's really cool too.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then a big shout out to everyone who was involved in this project, and a big shout out to you also, Brad, Lucifer, whoever was on the back end or the backstage getting all this organized and done.
Yeah, it was a team effort. Just like, a lot of times you see with our token, it's a community effort. People want to pitch in, they want to do something. And that's the same thing with this contest and with all the groups that Joe just put together, the charity groups, the advertising groups. Volunteers were raising their hands left and right. And that's just the kind of community we are. So
We all need to learn
That's
those
nice.
things. The more people that can
Yeah.
learn about advertising and marketing and contests and charities, and then we'll just play round robin. We'll just keep close a project out, start a new one. People can rotate through them and learn something new.
sure, it's
Yeah,
exciting.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And how about the pace, Miss Brett? Did we have enough time in between the guessing and the actual content? Like today, was that enough time for you guys to process what you needed?
Oh, sure. It was plenty of time actually, but it's funny as we got towards the end of the guessing part, we got towards the guessing deadline, I guess. And migration was getting closer and all these things were happening. It was kind of like, I don't know, like the universe was kind of putting some puzzle pieces together and people started to get excited, wondering if, what they were going to find out all of a sudden from Joe. Maybe
I'm
with
thinking-
the window of editing their guess. I don't know.
I'm thinking we should do another one on New Year's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's bring in that new year. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's
If-
nice.
That was
if-
great.
It's just an idea. If the team that put this one together is up to run another one, maybe the week between Christmas and New Year's, and then we'll do a January 1st cutoff, a January 1st price guess,
Sure. That'd be fun.
or December 31st if we want to start the new year. It's you guys think about it, kick it around, see if the team is up
Yeah.
to do another run at it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. And the winners will get, I'll get with Royce on this, but we're either going to give them the $50 gift certificate, or we'll give them a code. And then when they order things, they can just enter the code. But either way, it'll be, expressed to them through DM. So we'll be all set with that.
Nice,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great.
very good idea. You guys kicked that out. You
Yeah.
that one out of the park. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun. It didn't take a lot of thinking. Well,
Mm-hmm.
some people did. Some people did a lot of thinking.
Did anybody admit to more than 10 edits?
Oh no, nobody admitted to that. I can see if people go in and edit things.
I did.
Yeah.
I think only a couple of entries were edited as far as I saw. Most of them were just one-time shots. I don't know if I'm wrong here.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody went in a huge amount of times to change their guess.
Hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Well,
Wish I
there
had
was
done
what,
that.
5 or 7 days in between when you ended the guessing to when the price was pulled, so that's enough time to make people take a fairly clean stab at it.
Yeah, and the time between then and now was enough for who knows what to happen.
Yeah,
So
Oh, yeah.
that was good. It was enough of a buffer. So yeah, let's do another one.
interesting.
Nice.
Light
What
bulb just went
do you
off.
think,
Interesting.
Oh boy.
Joe, what's your prediction going to be?
It depends on what date Miss Britt and her team pick for the next stoppage.
Okay. Let's pick December 31st.
For what? For the cutoff? For the
Yeah,
price?
the cutoff. The price, yeah.
Okay.
December 31st, 12 a or January 1st, 12 a.m. UTC.
No, don't do that. That poor team is going to be on New Year's Eve at midnight when everybody else is hugging and kissing and drinking. They're going to be pulling numbers up.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not well, that would actually. So today's the 12th. I mean, that's only 3 weeks away. So
Yeah, just
Yeah.
3 weeks.
all right, we'll see what we can do.
Say approaching
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, and if it doesn't make
Exactly.
sense, we can push it back into January. But just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if possible, Jan 1st would be a good option. Instead of December 31st, Jan 1st would be a good option. It's like you're beginning the new year with whatever the price prediction you have.
Hmm. Okay.
Kind of sets a benchmark,
Yeah,
Let's
let's see
see,
what I
Jan
can do.
1st, we were here.
I'll talk to the team.
There you go.
Yeah,
There we go.
the
Commit-
community is there.
Commit
Yes.
after commit once you find out that they're not going to.
Look, no, we're not doing it. All
right, so welcome everyone who have just joined into the stream. I see a couple of new people who have joined in. Yeah, nice. So any other questions from the people who are viewing?
Yeah, the one from Shadrach we're going to talk about.
Oh yes, let's
Yes.
go
Oh, yeah,
back
the
to
Archa-
that.
The convention.
The Archa convention, yeah.
We've talked about this before, and I don't want to wait 1 year to meet everybody, and I know you all don't either. As many people as we can, as many people as possible. So what I want to kick around is doing a 6-month meetup someplace, sometime in March. Maybe we can do 2 of them in March, but I don't know. I had a chance to have dinner with Crispy on Thursday night, and the more people I meet from this community, the more inspired I get. Like it's incredible to sit down with you all, with the community face to face, and just talk about what we're doing and how we can make it better, how we can move faster or get more engaged. And I just think if there's some way we can get, even if it's just a handful of people together in one room for a few hours, that I think it would just be priceless.
It would. And I got to speak on my experience with that too, from back on October 22nd, when that night having dinner too. When I was driving home, I actually put myself in Joe's shoes, and it's like, going around and meeting people from the community. That thought alone lit a fire in me, because you're bringing everybody together. You're getting to see them one-on-one. And what brings all this, what has brought Arca around, and everybody's effort being able to put a face to the name, and it's setting a new standard for how we approach.
I just want the community to feel like a community. It's not, it's decentralized like it's supposed to be, but that doesn't mean that we have to be decentralized as a community. Like we can grow stronger as a family of investors and builders and solutioners, while still maintaining crypto for what it was designed to be. And like I said, the more I learn about you guys and gals, the more I read about people's personalities and their life, in our Telegram. It just makes you want to meet. Just makes you want to meet people.
I know. I'll say I've already told Quester, I was like, he's not too far away from me. I've been tempted to jump in the car and just go up there and be like, no, dude.
Yeah. I think it's something we'd like to kick around to see maybe if we can. I know there's travel restrictions going on and some international challenges with travel, but there's got to be something we can do beside wait a whole year. Like I don't want to wait a whole year. I don't.
Definitely, yeah.
So we'll kick it around. We'll we'll throw it out in the main Telegram and get some ideas going, and maybe other people can do them regionally too. Other community members, moderators, whoever can hold them locally where they're at and see if they get some interest. I know Europe and Southeast Asia and Asia and India is probably going to be a challenge because those areas are so big, and it's very expensive to travel. 2,000 miles. In Europe or in Asia, but I think it's something we should kick around.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm waiting.
We got to get you over here, man. Like, if we're gonna have one here, we got to get you over here. We have to find a way.
I definitely need to get there. I need to meet you guys.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Here, we can maybe have Aeroflex. He said he'll fly anywhere, anytime. So
Yeah.
maybe he'll come pick you
That's
up.
right. Yeah. I can jump through a parachute.
You're right.
He can just cross by and I'll just jump through a parachute.
That's amazing. What other community has a pilot on demand right here? I can always fly.
I was just having this conversation with Aeroflix the other day on purchasing a private jet and stuff. He was like putting across a few photographs on how much it would cost and stuff. The lowest that he put out is somewhere around 250K.
Mhm.
That's it. So the lowest is what you can have. And he did say a couple of millions, and you get a flush private jet and stuff like that. So let's see.
You don't need to buy a jet. Just find a friend with one.
There we go. Yeah.
Just same thing with the boats and the all. Just find a good friend with one, and
Yeah.
there you go.
Find somebody that has it and befriend them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you, Questa.
I wish I had a jet, all right?
No, you know what? I buy a jet, you buy a boat, and caddy, you're gonna get a big caravan.
Caddy will get his caddy.
Yeah, caddy will get his
would,
caddy.
I would be cautious volunteering to fly with Aeroflex. He may be like that crazy pilot from Indiana Jones, or like
Oh yeah.
or the Mummy.
Just
you know,
imagine. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the mummy.
the Mummy. I would wait. I want to see him fly first. He's taking videos, but I want to see him.
Uh-huh.
He could be crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to be hanging on the wings, okay? I don't want to be hanging on the wings like that with just a two-seater plane,
Yeah, one of my friends from years ago was crop dusting fields out in the Midwest in the U.S. And you do not want to fly with him.
The crazy-
Those crop dusters are just flat out crazy
Oh.
people. They're crazy.
So I gotta say, with me, I'm from the Midwest. When I go out, hit those country roads in the summer, and I see the crop dusters, I kid you not, I pull off on the side of the road because you're not going to get a better air show
Yep.
anywhere. These guys, he is
Nice.
not kidding. They will
They're
get
crazy.
within a few feet of that ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is
Oh.
so cool to watch.
They get within a few feet of the neighbor's house, the telephone poles, the
Yeah.
tower.
They
Yeah.
And then
Right.
if you're the one who pulls over on the road to watch them and they see you, they're going to get within a few feet of you.
Yes, they
And that's
do
happening
too.
Yeah. And I heard the maneuvering of those planes, the crop dusters usually are pretty much slick, right? So it's easy for you to maneuver, and it's lightweight, and I believe it's just a single seater, right?
Yeah,
So,
we're just
Yeah,
going to have to
those-
ask Aeroflex for his resume.
yeah, Aeroflex experts there.
Is his crop dusting on his resume? Just
Yep.
don't do it.
We are not flying with you.
Don't do it. You better take some
I guess he has
video.
he has another question. Like, for real, like, what state would it be? Would it be the USA, the convention?
I think it's something we kick around to figure out. We need to get more pins on the map here.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever we have a good concentration of pins, maybe might be the most economical thing to do. But
Yeah.
Do not force us into the Northeast there.
March
How about Dubai?
March is pretty rough in New Hampshire.
I have never ventured. I've traveled most of the United States, a lot of the South, a lot of the Southeast, and out to Colorado and Arizona. But I have always said that I could live without seeing the Northeast. Just the traffic, the stories I have heard. Don't get me wrong. I'm used to Chicago.
Mhm.
Like, maybe you guys can vouch. Is it anything like Chicago traffic?
Now you just got to get away from the cities. There's beautiful parts of New Hampshire, Connecticut, Vermont, just gorgeous. Like you'd think you're in the middle of nowhere. They're beautiful. You just gotta spend an hour in the car and get away from it all.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just worry about the traffic. I like to drive, but I don't like to be sitting out there for hours on end. I lose my
Yeah.
mind.
John says Vegas, baby,
What in the world?
Vegas.
How about Dubai?
Yes. Ooh.
Dubai.
Is it near to you guys? Yeah.
Dubai?
Yeah.
No, that's nowhere near us.
Okay. I mean,
No.
near in terms of having those arrangements done.
I think international travel may be kind of dicey in the spring. There's so much up in the air
Mhm.
right now with certain things happening that we're just
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to play that by ear. That's gonna be really
Constraints.
hard. Yeah.
Well, let's see. We have a pilot captain in our room. Do we have
Yeah.
a ship captain in our room?
Yeah, we
Let's
need to
go
find
rent a
one.
cruise ship and we'll just hit up and down every coastline and pick everybody up along the way.
International.
Anybody from the Navy, guys, over here?
Oh yeah.
Anybody from the Navy? Anybody is, part of any ship crew or stuff? Do let us know. we would like to get in touch with you.
Can you steal us a ship?
Yeah.
We won't beat around the bush. We need your ship.
Literally.
Yeah,
The whole
exactly.
thing.
Say, I
We
don't know
can
how
have
many.
a proper secluded party on the ship.
Very.
Yeah, fair, yeah.
Oh man.
I
Let's
mean,
see
for
some
safety
other stuff.
reasons.
Some other stuff we can kick around here real quick is
Mhm.
the impacts on the wallets, the prices being, where they're at right now. It's been a week since we migrated. I know that CMC's update helped pretty quickly. At least we saw a price once CMC updated. What I'm really curious to see is when CoinGecko updates. I'm really curious to see what changes with that. Because
I think on MetaMask you would be able to see the prices.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
MetaMask pulls from CoinGecko, so that's one part that you will be able to see. And I was just going through certain things on the the Coinbase wallet where it syncs with Etherscan and stuff like that. So that's a totally different ball game, Joe. Like the wallet is a totally different application. It's it works on its own. So
Yep.
whether the sync would happen or would not happen, whether you will see that the old Archangel tokens would be getting removed from your wallet or not, that's something that's an answer which is still unanswered. And nowhere I could find any info regarding that, no matter how much I started digging in. So until unless you have some feature added to the wallet of Coinbase to ensure that you can hide those old Archangel tokens, I think they will still be reflecting for you.
Yeah.
So for all those users who are a little confused, please hold on. You will have to live with that. Or else, better yet, like I said, use another wallet app. All you need to do is just import your phrases. Do not transfer your Archangel. Just import your seed phrase, and you can use any wallet app out there. Your Coinbase wallet, you can use it on Trust Wallet. I use it for 3 different wallet apps with the same seed phrase, so it's absolutely fine. But use a genuine app, okay? You do not use any other, shady wallet apps that are out there. Just be a little careful with that.
Yeah, but we're really curious to see how that happens and how that works because
Yeah,
I think as Archangel digs into crypto over years with all the projects we're going to have, that what we learn now is going to help other projects in the future figure out how to do this and what timelines to expect, and that that helps the holders' expectations get managed as well, so that you can tell your people, hey, when we migrate on this date, expect it to take X amount of days for everything to sync up. So
right.
Yeah.
that question came up a lot. And of course, CoinGecko's come up a lot. CMC was very fast to update. That was within 2 days.
Yeah, they were pretty quick. I was surprised. I mean, I was just speaking about this. CMC has upped their workforce, is what I got to know. But CoinGecko still, like you said, has a very small workforce, and they are receiving a lot of applications on top. And sometimes when you have a request for an update with CMC, it gets routed to a different team, so they can take care of only the update portion. But when it's a new token, they need to do all those pre-checks before it get those listed. So that gets routed to a different team. So that's how the background work happens. That is what I got to know, at least.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, I mean, CMC has the same online.
Yeah.
Once you submit, you have a profile online with CMC, and there's certain things you can change and certain things that you can't change without justification and proof and things that you need to authenticate. So even with all that, even all the steps that I took on Sunday night with CMC, I think it was done on Tuesday morning, so it was still pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was impressed with that time frame.
Yeah. I was surprised.
Very. They normally
I thought it would be like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting anywhere from that 5 to 8 day mark, just depending.
Yeah.
But yeah, CoinGecko, I knew it'd be a minute. I've seen some things in the past with them, and then the harder you push, the longer the wait is. It seems.
Well, CoinGecko flat out tells you if you flood them with emails, you're gonna get nailed. Like they're every time you submit an email, it hits their help desk and a ticket gets logged.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have one project with 50, 60 tickets out there because people keep emailing, they're going to throttle you back, and they flat out say that too. So don't, I'm not going to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. And Joe, just another question on the website migration part. I'm sure I've got this covered on one of my videos, but still I won't have this question brought out. What are the advantages of migrating the website to the VPS site instead of having it on a regular DNS server? So why was it done, and what are the advantages that we would have?
So the big reason why Ed wanted to do that migration now is for traffic. It can handle a lot more traffic, a lot more throughput, a lot faster response times. That was the big reason. Ed initially planned on doing the migration in late December, early January. But once he found out that it could be done in less than 48 hours, and we were already migrating and waiting for other things to synchronize, he pulled the trigger and said, "You know what? Let's do it now. Just get it over with." So, the smart call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. Ed also says it's for dApps.
There's a lot more features that he can fill us in on, but from the big thing is the volume. But there's added security, there's throughput and volume, the apps.
Yeah, as far as I got to know, like the customization level that you would get when you are migrating to a VPS is much more than what you can get on a regular DNS server. So
Right.
whenever you want to totally build something new or integrate a new piece of software to your website, it becomes much more easier for you when you're on the VPS side instead of a regular DNS server. And DNS is more like centralized. It's still susceptible to certain hacks and stuff. But when it comes to VPS, I'm sorry, it's almost nil that there is a possibility for someone to get access to that website directly, because it's split across in bits and pieces with various servers, just like how your torrents work, right? So it's just bits and pieces in various places. So it's the same way that a VPS works. That's what I got to know. So that's a really big move in terms of amping up the security, especially once you have the staking pool to be built. You're adding that building feature that is enabling you to have those incorporated to your website. But at the same time, you also have the security feature, which is ramped up to such an extent wherein hacking becomes almost impossible, right?
Yeah, Ed's dropping some hints there too, because he
Yeah.
told you for DApps, right? And I just
Right.
told you that he accelerated it by a few weeks. And then earlier today, we told
Wow.
you that the devs are coming out with a few features here. And I mean, think about all the things that are lining up. So there's a reason why he chose to execute that migration a lot faster.
That's great. So I have one question on the staking pool part. I know we will, since the migration is done, we won't have any certain additional staking charges, but network fee is something that everyone will have to pay when you're staking your Archangel tokens, right? Or is it something that we are looking into to probably eliminate, or I mean, is it something that we can do?
Well, I mean, you're still going to pay to move tokens. You're just not paying miners the fees for a buy and sell. Most staking pools, at least all the ones I've seen, there's still a fee associated with moving your tokens, but it's not as high as buying or selling.
Right.
And even on, for example, just use this as an example on Uniswap, or not Uniswap, but if you go to Etherscan's gas tracker, that breaks down what will it cost to transfer ERC20 wallet to wallet, what does it cost to purchase on Uniswap, and what does it cost to create a liquidity pair or to do the staking. So
and those gas fees, I saw some people that were paying $50, $60, $70 for gas fees over the last week. So we haven't seen those prices since July.
I know. I got so excited seeing that because I was trying to get those videos done. I told Kira that's why it was like midnight. I'm like, I'm going down to do videos. It's an all-time low for gas right now.
Yeah.
Wow, we have something big on the comment section, Gary. Please bring it up from Lucifer, I believe. I'll donate to $50 for the next contest.
Whoa!
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, big shout out to you, man.
Yes, I need to get those sounds programmed on here so that way we have a big applause or whatever.
Okay. So Miss Bread and team are on the spot.
Wow.
You got somebody willing to give you some merch.
Wow.
But no pressure.
None.
Yeah.
I guess Lucifer's on the team then.
Yeah.
He just committed himself.
It's recorded on live.
That's very cool. Thank you very much. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Lucifer.
That's awesome.
All right, so we'll do a contest. Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Great.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The timing is
That's
up
great.
to you and the team. How about that? You guys figure it out.
So
Nice.
Yep, we do got another question that dropped. Let's see here. Wilkerson.
On exchange. Reading messages makes me think something like that could be possible. I mean, anything is possible with Archa ecosystem, but it all depends on whether it's I believe it's actually required because we have a lot of exchanges already existing. Do we have to do another copycat or because yeah, when it comes to DeFi, I guess it's a whole new angle that we need to think into rather than just having a normal swap or stuff built, right? So
Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. With the actual, when it comes to DeFi, the most common, I don't want to say common solutions, but there is a saturation of products out there, which is why I think the community is struggling to come up with a good DeFi option.
yeah,
But with that being said, don't reinvent the wheel. If there's a good tool out there that we can
exactly.
utilize,
Yeah,
use.
yeah.
use
And the thing
yeah.
too is if we can't find, I think the initial request was to make a list of 10. And it looks like we're struggling to come up with a list of 3 or 4, and that's okay. Like we're not that's fine. We don't need to create a problem that we're aware of if we're not aware of a problem. Maybe that's
Yeah,
just because we're basically new at diving through DeFi and understanding it. So maybe if we push another epic up in its place and push DeFi back a notch, it gives us more time to explore and discover. So there's
Yes.
as long as we've got
right.
an epic lined up next, that's all I care about. As long as we have the next one ready to roll, and then don't force a solution if we can't think of one.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
No
yeah,
need. There's no need.
exactly. Hmm. What else?
But
Well,
yeah,
I had
Arca Swap. I think what the devs have lined up for the community over the next few weeks is going to give a lot of ideas to us on things that we can do as a token, and things that we can do as a token with an ecosystem and a staking pool and native tokens. Like they're making sure that we have the options available. So the options are open to us. So I think over the next few weeks and certainly into early 2022, we're gonna see what we need, what we would like to have.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Worse than yet, most DeFi don't put new coins in them until months after release. Yeah.
DeFi's. I think new tokens do release on DeFi's. I mean, do you mean centralized exchanges? Because
Yeah, that's
Uniswap
what
and
we
PancakeSwap,
were talking about.
yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. That's. I mean, it's just a strategy, right? So it's easier for you to just provide a liquidity pool on the DeFi or uh, normal swaps as compared to exchanges because exchanges will have their own liquidity pools and they have a long listing procedure. You need to pay them to actually get that listed, right? So when it comes to Uniswap or PancakeSwap or any other decentralized swaps, you don't
Yep.
need to pay anything. You can do your own liquidity pools in multiple locations. So yeah, I mean
So,
it's how it works rather than being a problem. It's just that how it works.
so we just got a message from someone. Good night, Mrs. Brad.
Uh-huh.
Let's say she has to take
Gotta go,
off.
Oh,
guys.
all right. Yeah, take care. Bye bye.
Thanks
Yes.
for having me on.
Anytime.
Okay.
Look forward to it again.
And I hope to see more community members join you guys because this is super fun and it's easy to get in with the link and
Yep.
nobody needs to be nervous.
Yeah, we tried to make it as simple as we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an open invitation that's out there 24/7. Just let us know. One of us here, Joe, one of Mr. Oslin, Quester, even Miss Bread. And it's
Yeah.
very simple to get you guys on. Just have fun, have a good time. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
See you.
Thank you.
Take
Have a
care.
good night.
Bye. All righty. So
Yeah.
what else
You
is it
know,
that we got going
one
on?
thing that I saw in regards to the gas prices and stuff, it's dropping. And there was a recent announcement that the first shard of Ethereum 2.0 would be coming out by the end of this month. I'm not so sure it's still online because there were certain rumors that said that it is not happening too early because it's being postponed due to some technical snags. But yeah, if it happens, then I think we can obviously see some more reduction in the gas fees in the coming days. Because Ethereum 1, this will become a shard for Ethereum 2.0, kind of a node on a technical aspect. But yeah, it will still remain. It's not like you need to completely migrate to 2.0 or stuff like that. It's not that way. Ethereum 1.0 will still remain, but yeah, get integrated to 2.0.
I know. So I got real excited when that gas fees did hit them all-time lows, over months.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on? Like, there's got to be something happening.
Oh yeah.
I think it went down to 25, 30-ish dollars. One day I saw it was around 30-ish dollars. Yeah.
I did an actual transfer of ETH
Mhm.
wallet to wallet for $2.08.
Wow.
Like,
wow.
I was like, holy crap. I have paid up to $45 just to do that transfer before.
Wow.
And to see it down to that's when I was like, yep, it is time to go get to work. I got some stuff to get done. Now is the time to do this.
All right. So Joe, are we looking into NFTs as part of any of the features or epics for
Yes.
Archangel?
Yes. External Project Alpha is very much interested
Okay.
very much interested in NFT.
Okay.
Ooh.
I can connect the dots now.
Yep. And we also have there's some other things brewing that have an even
Mhm.
deeper presence within NFTs. But Project
Wow.
Alpha, the project manager was out of country for a week. He just got back last night. I talked to him. Things are looking good. He's rolling.
Uh-huh.
That project is rolling as planned and as desired. He's got a super good team working on that. Their white paper is phenomenal. I saw that on Monday or Tuesday, I think it was. Phenomenal white paper. Really tells the story from start to finish. So pretty excited about that project.
Heck yeah.
So can you reveal if it is on the Ethereum side or on the BSC side or on the Polygon side? Which network will this project be on?
It'll be on Ethereum. Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
So far, every token that we have in our pipeline is an ERC. Each one.
Nice.
And that's good because that gives Ed and team more time to explore capabilities with the staking pool. So
yeah, perfect. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Getting listed on anything as a new coin is a big deal. Reading what I have read, will we have the tools to be a tracking system for new projects before anyone else? Are we looking into that? I think that's what is Michael all about. It's about providing a platform where you can actually get some proper information from various sources for any new tokens that are launched. So yeah, I guess that's the same line.
So here's something that we haven't talked about. I'll give you a little insight into one of the components of Michael. It allows people building projects to enter information about their projects before their projects are launched.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
so it
nice.
is a place where they can visually show and talk about their project while they're building it before it's even launched.
Nice.
Yep.
Now that's transparency to another level. In fact.
And it's free. All they have to do is build a profile and stick it in that portion of Michael's components and push. People say, "Hey, what is your project about?" They can force them to Michael. And here's the nice thing: they can do that before they even have a web page built for their project. So they can use Michael as their initial information portal instead of wasting time on a website 3-6 months before they launch or whatever. Just populate that information and get it out there and focus on things that are more important.
Yep. And let's think about this for a second. For a project to be able to do that, to be able to have that exposure in a centralized place, because guess what? Michael's going to create that place where you're going to find everything you're looking for. The goal is to make it that is the one-stop shop. Anything crypto, to be able to search, be able to find. If you already have that traffic coming in, think of how many dollars and how many hours that takes for a new project to get that exposure across all social platforms.
And think about what we're offering to people with ideas and solutions that they have where maybe they don't have a website yet, maybe they don't have a marketing team or even a marketing budget, but maybe they just have an idea that they want to put out there and say, hey, we've got project ABC and this is what we're building, we think we're going to launch it in a few months, give us some feedback. So I mean, that's just to have that, and it's free. Nobody's going to charge them for that to do that.
Yep.
That's what crypto is supposed to be.
Yeah. So We have another question. Like, so we are going to be whitelisting coins on a regular. I mean, when it comes to whitelisting as such, I guess the vetting would be done at a certain level from Archangel team. But again, I guess you still have to do your own research because we can. I mean, as far as I know, you cannot deep dive into their specific contract and stuff. And do that, I mean, I don't know, Joe, how you plan to get this done.
Well, there's, when a project, approaches us with interest, we have a checklist that we give them. It's a 2-page document that says, here's what Archangel is. If you are interested in getting our feedback or our review of your project before anything is committed, here are the steps that you need to take. And there's 8 steps. I think it's 7 or 8 steps from start to finish. And the result of that is the community, the Archangel community, having a voice chat with the project manager or the project team, and then taking a poll, taking a vote if it's something we think we want to incorporate into the ecosystem. So there's like I said, 7 or 8 steps that project has to take to get to that point, and that's before any decision is even made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you
And
have.
there's like our first external project did that within a day and a half. Like they're moving so quickly, and have the team that they've assembled is incredible. Their experience, their level of expertise in each of the fields that they need it's incredible. It's ungodly.
Wow, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
they're gonna blow your minds.
I'm excited. I would love to have them in Archa Cafe one day once they're up and
I'm
ready.
pretty sure that's coming.
I was gonna say that would be really cool.
We're waiting.
We should make that should become a prerequisite to
Yeah.
become an external
Oh,
project.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, please do add it to the form.
No,
We'd have to
I
have-
cannot ask that. I cannot ask that
I
of
know.
a project or a person, but no.
On a lighter note, but yeah, I mean, it's good, right? So they do get that exposure on one part, and it's more like a kind of an EMA for them, but with a more casual touch to it, right? And
Yeah, it's a good question.
a lot
there
of
from-
people do get to know. Yeah.
Good question there from Ultra. Do we
Yeah.
anticipate seeing the teams? I mean, like you guys have always said, it's an open door policy. Anybody can come on. You would think that the project team members at some point
Yeah.
would come out and talk about their projects and give a 10 or 15-minute update on what they're working on. So that as long as that invitation is extended to them, I can't see why they wouldn't.
Right. It is an
Yeah.
open door.
Yep.
Definitely, yeah. And for those external projects, I mean, whether it's their project manager or one of their devs that want to jump in here with us, I mean, that's right there. That's great exposure for their project. And that's just a great way for us to be able to kind of sit there and just talk and get to know them,
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I was going to say it's a win-win for all of us.
Yeah.
It is.
Exactly.
So-
I'm going to prepare some hard questions for them.
There we go. Yeah. So we'll have Mr. Aslan asking the questions.
Yeah, I'll have some hard content. Yeah.
Trust me, you do not want me to break out my due diligence checklist. You just don't.
Caddy will be like, all right, so, and then just the list would just go rolling down.
It's longer than the naughty or nice list, let me tell you.
Have a 3-hour stream.
Yeah.
That still may not be long enough, but we'll
But yeah,
cut on a
Wilkinson,
break.
you're right. You're right. There will be certain amount of vetting that would be done before
Yes.
any project gets into the
Oh, yeah.
ecosystem. Yeah, that would be taken care of. But
Well,
again,
it's a matter of introducing them to us and us introducing ourselves to them to see if we're a good fit and to see if we
Right.
can provide them what they need and if they can provide our our Arca community and the ecosystem with value and utility. And as long as we take those steps and we do them methodically and check each box as we do it, then we should be good to go.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And hard questions are always good because that's what gets your research and your brain thinking on that particular project. It's really nice, but keep it subtle. It should not be rude. It should not be like, why
It's
are you
not a
not
drill
talking your
session.
liquidity?
Yeah. It's not a
Why are
drill
you not
session,
doxed?
but
What Lambo?
Yeah. When are you getting me a Lambo?
Lambo.
Come on, I need it right now.
Yeah.
Why are you not pumping the price? The whole market is red, but I want you to be in the green. All right. So
Definitely.
will the brick and mortar Arca cafes be tokenized?
Brick and mortar Arca.
Did I miss that one?
It's at the
It's
bottom.
I was gonna say it's the newest question.
Yeah, the physical Arca
Gosh.
Cafe is what he means, I believe, will be tokenized. Like, you mean to say accept Archangel for payment? I mean, Caddy has agreed to that.
Yes, it will brick and mortar Arca cafes be tokenized. You bet. Like that's the one thing. I would be wrong not to accept crypto payment at a cafe. It just or any business for
It'd
that
be
matter.
ironic. It's like, oh yeah, it's
Okay,
the Archa,
just
Archa Cafe, but we only do dollars. We don't do crypto.
Yeah, no.
just out of curiosity, can you actually do that according to law? I mean,
It depends on the country. There is systems
yeah.
out there that you can like. I know here we have crypto pay at our car wash locations. A
Mhm.
lot of people with Coinbase, like with me, I utilize Coinbase Wallet. I actually have somewhere around here. Let's see if I can show it on screen.
Yeah, don't show me
Um,
your portfolio.
no, one cool thing about them is which camera are we on here?
The card,
Is
There
yeah.
you go.
the actual debit card. So with
Oh,
that,
yeah.
I could if I wanted to convert to Bitcoin or Ethereum, I could pay
Mhm.
with crypto at anywhere Visa's accepted.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that's one perk. That is one perk that I do like about it.
You have the crypto.com card as well on the same lines, right?
I'm sorry, what was that, Mr. Roslin?
The crypto.com card,
Yes, yeah, I've heard they have it too.
same lines? Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Mhm.
Works on the
Yeah.
same concept, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
was
started
gonna
my
say-
journey with crypto.com, and for some reason I landed on Coinbase. But I'll tell you, that wallet of theirs is getting frustrating to me.
Yeah. I mean, the wallet it definitely needs a lot more upgrades, in my opinion. I mean, they just did a quick update with the font right now, but I think what they need to work on is the functionality of the wallet right now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when they
It needs
did
a lot
that
more
font,
functions.
yes, and when they did that font change, I about had a heart attack. I'm that guy. I see one subtle difference and I freeze. I immediately was like, no, I'm not touching this. So I went on. I actually, before I looked at anything in my wallet, I went to Etherscan to verify that there was no new contract or token that was
Okay.
sent. Yeah, like it put me in a panic. I'm like, I don't like change. You give me something that is supposed to be this way, it better be that way. Because you know, with this world, that simple change could have been anything. And
Yeah, I agree your concerns. I mean, it's kind of a way where you can get scammed as well. So yeah, it's good to always be a little cautious.
yeah.
Aeroflex, the debit card is from Coinbase.
Yes, yep, that one is from Coinbase there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wilkerson Arca owns us all, including the cafe.
I think the community owns Arca. It's the other way around.
Yeah, you find me a broker who'll accept Arca, then we will have an Arca-owned Arca Cafe.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, though, that is something that is not far-fetched at all. You know, down in Miami, here in the States, down in Miami, Florida, there is a many homes that are being sold in cryptocurrency
Yeah.
as payment. It's becoming a thing, and it's getting more and more popular.
I mean, there was this right. There was this news on Argentina where a builder started accepting. Should I name the token? No. One of the cryptocurrencies. It's very famous. You would know it if you know it. So yeah, they started accepting it for renting. They started accepting it for purchase of plots. They even started accepting it for selling as well. Like they pay you in that token if you so desire.
Yep.
Right. So it's pretty good. I mean, the adoption is happening, but what I foresee here is in terms of regulation, it becomes a little more important. It's not about many countries here in India as well. They are speaking of regulation, but not an outright ban. We don't know what it would happen, but once the bill rolls out is when people would get to know. There is a little bit of panic on that as well. But until and unless we have proper details out on how they define things, I think it's still left. And I was watching this. The US Congress meet or the discussion that happened just recently, a couple of days back, I believe. Yeah, it was almost a 5 hours live stream that was there. I just sat through the entire part. Don't ask me how I had time. I had to sit through the night. So, I mean, it was pretty good because a lot of people out there asked some very good questions. They were really hard questions, and the answers that came out were precise. And a lot of those government officials were towards implementing it, but what they were more concerned of is using that as a currency per se, right? But I believe they were not so worried about trading it as a commodity, but they were a little more worried about using it as a currency in place of a dollar. So if
Mhm.
even if they rule out the portion of using it as a currency, I believe that the trading as a commodity would definitely exist. And just my personal opinions over here. Yeah, and that would give a whole new level of open-endedness, wherein a lot of people and big institutions, I mean, can definitely get into crypto now since the government has gone ahead. And I like this bit where they were discussing about, there was this one question from one of the government officials. I don't remember the names, but he was like, do you really think that people are moving out of the US country for crypto related projects because US is not so supportive enough? Are we lagging behind? And the answer was yes, it seems so,
Mhm.
from one of the people representing cryptos. And yeah, I mean, it was so true, because whenever you have a country or a place where it is not supporting the underlying technology out of what blockchain can offer, I mean, there are a lot of shady and scammy things in crypto, but compare it with what is happening in the real world also. There are a lot of scams that happen with real money too, right?
Mhm.
So black money is something that you cannot trace. And if you take crypto, for example, any transaction from a wallet to another wallet is available for you on the public domain
Oh yeah.
on
Mhm.
Etherscan or BAC, right? So you can easily put a tracker. A tracker bot is available out there. You can just put a tracker bot on that specific wallet, and all your transactions would be out there. But only thing, yes, you wouldn't know whether the wallet belongs to whom, right? And that
Mhm.
transparency can be bought by certain other ways or various other things, apart from a few of those private currencies. But when it comes
Yeah.
to your regular money laundering stuff, I mean, it does happen. Now,
Mhm.
why is it
Now,
that you're separating both?
now, a good way I want to compare that, because yes, that is probably
Mhm.
the biggest thing that I hear, and I think it's a very false narrative led by our mainstream media that crypto is dangerous. It funds the dark world. No, it's the same thing about with car accidents that happen every day. Car accidents, motorcycle
Yeah,
accident. Well, guess what? You're going to hear about that motorcycle accident that hurt before you're going to hear about the 20 car accidents that hurt. And it is the same concept. You're going to hear about what happened in crypto before you're going to hear about the 20 things that happened in your fiat currency.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
definitely.
I mean, it's just catching a mainstream news. That's it. It's not like, whenever people had fiat currency, they were not doing scams or things were not moving around. It's much more easier to move fiat, in fact, compared to cryptos, right? So I give you hard cash. Would you know how much I gave you? Is there any tracking mechanism for that? Absolutely not. But here it's available on the public ledger.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
That
away
public
for
ledger.
those private
It,
currencies. Yeah.
Yep, that, and it's uneditable. That is the
Yeah,
worst thing
exactly.
in today's business world and today's financial sector is
Yeah.
there is always that weak point and that security point. It is the end user. It is that human that is behind it that has to
Right.
have that interface. That's a
Right.
light bulb with me and my business background. When I that thought came to mind, I have dealt with enough bad managers and their time, and I'm like, if there's a way to prevent this, and blockchain itself has that capability.
Yeah, that's so true. You don't
Hmm.
need to have hundreds of people to maintain your ledgers or your order books in any of the banks per se. A system can do that. Single system can do that for you.
Hmm.
We have a question. Another question as GCN team. I'm not aware of what GCN team is, so
The
let me
That's
just
a
Google
go.
that.
It should be CG. Help me out there, Joe, sir.
What's the question?
I think he misspelled it there.
GCN team. Cloud
Content.
computing. Oh, Google Cloud Network. All
It's
right, got it.
yes,
It's Content Delivery Network, CDN.
yes, but he spelled it GCN. That's what threw me off. I was like,
Oh
my
yeah.
brain is not working.
Okay. I don't know. I
But
mean,
have we discussed?
is he speaking of the Google Cloud Network or is
You
it
said
something else?
not.
Because GCN,
I think that is what he's talking about. Is the content delivery network
yeah,
on Google Cloud?
content delivery.
No,
Okay, got it.
no. There's been there's been no answers of no yet. So
Hmm.
they're plowing through
Okay.
UI design. Saw more examples of it last week, some over the weekend. Got from one of the dev teams, I got some thumbnails and some things that I can send over to that team so that they can throw some graphics in there to get a good idea of how things will look. But the UI is looking fantastic. It's more than what I expected at this point from a UI perspective. It's coming along, and it's getting exciting to watch everything come together. It's really, really exciting. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
need
that's
to
the
get a
thing.
new keyboard then.
What was that?
Wilkinson actually
Focus.
put out stupid keyboard, so I
No.
guess he needs to get a new keyboard.
Right.
Hey, you know what? It's not just him. Earlier, I was trying to type over here and trying to type a web address, and it was like my R key was stuck. I wasn't touching the keyboard; it wasn't pushed down. It was just running across the screen.
Happens.
Yeah. It's just technology things.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not intelligent as us, you know.
Have we secured the billboard for Times Square yet? Are you going to fund it? I mean, sure.
Yeah.
If we can fund
Yeah.
it.
You
It's all
know,
about money. If you show up with a big enough check, they'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yes.
you know what we'll do? We'll have a metaverse built wherein the metaverse has a Times Square, and on the Times Square you have the Archangel ads running. We'll do that. Just hold on.
There we go.
An Apple keyboard. It's tiny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd have issues
Gotta
with that too.
I was going to say, got to get a bigger keyboard. Exactly. Could just get a new keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That looks like what I got.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a curvature to it. It took me a minute to get
Uh-huh.
used to. And now the bad
Thank you
thing
so
is,
much, Ultra.
Oh, Trey. He's
4
pulling
a.m.
at me and Caddy last night.
Oh my god.
much
Go get
appreciated.
some
Old,
sleep,
Good night,
Yeah.
Ultra, man.
yes. And speaking of that, guys, do we have any final
Yeah.
thoughts here this evening?
Big things happening.
Yeah.
Oh, it never ends.
Big things happen. This Christmas will be really nice. Or this holidays, if people who are not celebrating Christmas, the other holidays and the New Year, it's going to be big.
It's
And
exciting time of the year.
in my opinion, 2022 will be definitely a game changer for the entire crypto industry. That's what
Will.
I have based
Yep.
on entire facts. Yeah, it's definitely going to be big.
I agree 100%. I think 2022 is going to open up a lot of eyes in crypto
Yeah.
and get a lot of people focused off of crap projects that don't do anything but yap.
Yep.
And I think there's going to be a transition from
Yes.
the old to the new. I really do.
Yeah.
I'm more focused on. Sorry, Questa.
I was gonna
I'm
say
more focused
2021.
on.
Oh,
I'm
you're
sorry. Go on.
No, I was gonna say
Go on.
2021 was like that. Like it was like that opener, but it was the bad opening for people to go into these bad projects that have literally all talk and no actual show. 2022, I can definitely see being that transition and that push for
Yeah.
finding actual legit projects and projects that are going to be doing what they say they want to do and what they say they will do.
Yep.
Yep.
So definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and one more thing which I'm looking into is the market cap for the entire crypto industry. That 2.2 or 2.3 trillion that you're seeing right now is just from 2 to 3% of people from the entire world. Imagine what happens if it just ramps up to 10%. And this is not like a regular stock market because it's active 24/7 and anyone from anywhere in the world can access it. So
Right.
the potential for growth is literally huge. But yeah, let's see.
Definitely.
Oh, you put the banner now.
I know. I just
Earlier.
thought about it.
Hey, we
Just
have
thought
it.
about
It's fine.
This is not for
Yeah. All right. Anyways, just a disclaimer. Whatever we spoke in the entire episode is not financial advice.
Yes. This is solely for your educational, informational purposes only, and having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a
There,
nice way to
done,
wind
out
down.
of the way. Get
But
that
yeah,
hat.
pure discussion on facts.
Mhm.
No hype.
Yes.
Pure
Yeah,
facts.
just read what you've been provided and do your own.
Do your
Yeah.
own research.
Make
That
your
is
own
always
decisions. It's your money. Make your own decisions. Be vigilant. Be watchful. The questions, hard questions, are good. There's nothing wrong with hard questions. Like, I think Mr. Osland was saying earlier, he likes to ask hard questions. That's good.
yes.
And for those that are on the other end of the receiving end of hard questions, if you don't know the answer, it's just as good to say we don't know yet. I don't know. That's a sign of strength. Beside being honest, it's a sign of strength and integrity. And there are some things that we don't know yet, and there's a lot of things that crypto doesn't know yet. So when we are pushing ourselves to be at the front of that I don't know envelope, there's going to be a lot more I don't knows than there are I know.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that means you're
That's
on the right track. That means you're pushing yourself to innovate.
Definitely.
So
Dang right.
Mhm. So it looks like we
Alright.
have one last question from Wilkerson. He says, how has the contract changed workout so far?
I have heard no FUD about the contract. I know the people that were begging for the contract for us to release it all of a sudden disappeared when we released it. And I've also been made aware that a couple of projects have already stolen that contract and used it and are planning on migrations. So it's amazing when those people show up. You know what they want. They drop their crap. Come on, we're not stupid.
Yeah, really.
Just come out and say, like, just come out
Yeah.
and say, we want your contract. It looks cool. Like, when
Have the integrity.
Yeah, because guess what? It's going to come out
Honesty.
anyway. It's going to come out anyway.
Yeah.
You know, it's good that you ask for help and support in an industry where it's, it's a community based or community driven.
Yeah.
You come out and you ask for support, you definitely will get it.
yeah,
right?
you're better
Instead
off.
of, yeah.
You're better off coming in saying, "Hey, we heard you guys created something pretty aggressive or unique or different.
Yeah.
We'd really like to take a look at it when you get it posted
Yeah.
because we think our project can use it too." And you would have gotten a totally different response from the community. Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly the point. It's all the way on how you ask. And see, ultimately, I believe all the contracts and the codes that are out there are kind of public, right? So
Yeah.
most of those
Oh, yeah.
contract codes are kind of public. And I was
Right.
running through a few of the contract codes, just trying to understand how contracts work and stuff. I've been doing my own set of research in terms of understanding solidity and how it works and how stuff go on when it comes to tokenomics and stuff. I was able to get Shiba Inu's contract. I was able to get SafeMoon's contract. I was able to get most of the major projects contract available on GitHub or any other public domain platforms. The entire code per se, right? And you could edit it from your end. So that's
Yeah.
how transparent the entire industry is. So all you need to do is just ask.
Well,
Don't
yeah,
fud
I mean,
around.
it's about the approach. I mean, the end result's the same.
Yeah.
The contract to be public, and you can take it and do what you want with it. But it's just the approach and the fact that people come in and assume the entire community is stupid, and like that's what bugs me the most. Is they assume
Yeah.
that everybody's stupid, like they're the smartest one in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, our contract is something very special. It's not something special. It's very special.
Yeah, let them. I hope people
Yeah.
can use it and make it better, or modify it and adapt it to meet the needs of their project. I mean, that's what
And
it's
you
all
know-
about.
And
Yeah.
that's the problem with a lot of projects nowadays. 95% of them have that mindset that it is a quote competitive market. If
Right.
they really truly open their eyes and look at the bigger picture of cryptocurrency overall and where it's heading and what is going to be needed, that's why, we're not ashamed for people. If you want to look at the contract, it's out there, it's public. Use it, innovate
Yeah.
with it. Because I'm sorry, I completely forgot the point of where I was going with that.
It
But,
happens a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right. I mean, we get stronger. Adoption comes faster, and utility and use case gets better the more we share as an entire crypto community.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's common sense. The more we share with each other, the better we get at it. But
Exactly.
it doesn't.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
mean-
need to come in and drop FUD to get that. Just
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, like just don't need it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
mean,
went
think
to
of it in
war one
another
night
way.
there.
Yeah. Think of it in another way. Suppose you build something which is good. There might be someone else who can take a look into it and probably make it even better.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's an evolving system in itself.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
is
just think of how much our dev team learned in the month that they were working on that contract.
Yeah.
How many different options they looked at, how many different ERC types
Yeah.
they looked at. I mean, they learned a lot of that by looking at other contracts and analyzing the results. So we need to have that sharing and that openness within crypto, or else we become our own worst enemies, and that's not how we adopt faster.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Trust me, I did not know about Arbitrum until and unless you spoke of it here in the group. I did not know what it was. That's when I got to know, okay, that's a different chain, that's a different system. I mean, I've been learning a lot with Archangel, with crypto, and whatever projects I've been, having a look into. But yeah, I've been learning a lot over here.
Oh, yeah.
let's see.
All right. Do we have any other question? Change is good because it brings innovation. Innovation has the power to change the world. Absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, just on a moderator's standpoint, personally, I find it a lot better if you just be outright and just tell us than sit there and try to FUD, because then we have to kick you out and it's no fun, It's just,
Well, here's the thing. You
Play
can either be
nice.
friends. Yeah, you could be friends or be enemies in this world. And that's the thing is,
Yeah.
Arca's never set out to be an enemy. They're never set out to be that competitor. And for the ones that come with that approach, it's so sad. And that's what hurts me the most is they come in. Now, granted, some are going to FUD just a FUD. It's the crypto world.
That's
You
just
know.
people in general. They're
Yeah.
gonna find something to complain about, no matter what. It's just how people sometimes work.
But if the majority of crypto would look past that and look at unification versus competition, look at the progress, Arca relies on our community, and look what the community has done with the guidance of Joe, with the dev team behind it. Look at that progress.
Yeah.
I said it this, I think, earlier tonight. I'll give Joe and the dev team 1% of credit, but 99% is the community engaged.
Absolutely.
That's how you innovate.
Right.
That's how you become more efficient.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And 1% may be generous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So maybe a good note to finish on. One last question. It looks like that just dropped in the room is what will be the main purpose of Arca? Well,
I think we need to extend the stream by an hour
Yeah.
to explain this question, then, Caddy. That's what I meant. Because there is so much for this as to what the main purpose of Arca is. But to put it in a nutshell, it would be the center token where you would be able to earn passive rewards or passive income, which would probably help you settle down in your life in the near future. That again depends on all your epics and the projects that would be part of it. But it's the center of the ecosystem that we would be having, the staking pool per se, where you would be able to get a lot of passive income from the epics, which are part of this ecosystem, a portion of all the epics or the projects, external in fact, which would be part of this ecosystem or the staking pool, will be providing a certain amount of their native tokens into your Archangel staking pool. So if you're holding your Archangel and probably you're staking your Archangel, you would be able to get those rewards up to your wallet. So that's the center of the system with Archangel.
Yeah. The best thing is if you can get over in the Telegram, check out that announcement group. Go to archangeltoken.com. I do not know, Joe, is the incubator page on the website at all? Is that just in the announcement group?
No, I guess the incubator is not there. Yeah.
I think we lost him there.
Yeah, I don't think the incubator is still there, Caddy. I think they have still not updated on the website.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So it's there available on the white paper. It's there available on the technical roadmap. So those are the documents that you need to refer to. I would strongly suggest that you just run through this the technical roadmap sheet on the website. You would get to know a lot more details as to what Arca is actually planning to do and how is it panned out in the coming days. That's one part. I mean, we can go like speaking about Archangel and how it is bringing in the distribution of value. I mean, that's the term.
Yes.
Distribution
Yes.
of value. So, I mean,
Right.
I mean, it's an hour long, another extension, but yeah, it's pretty late for Quester and Caddy. I think we'll need to stop it now.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, the staking pool is the main contribution of Arca, the main point or purpose of holding it. But the other point of main purpose of holding it to me is the community. I keep cheerleading about that tonight. That community, the resources that it brings together. To me, that is a very strong perk of Arca.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. I mean, we just saw that. There was a contest that we planned, and within the next half an hour duration, we had it up and running. Thanks to the community.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, alrighty, gentlemen. I hope everybody has a great night. I will look forward to seeing you guys next week. Yeah. Enjoy. I'm going to try to get some sleep.
Yep.
Let's see, Dan, I'm not a YouTuber, bro. I don't have to live by those rules.
Well, you know what?
Lucky you.
Yeah, not all of us are that fortunate. Okay.
Lucky you.
The one thing I did not consider when I started my YouTube channel is I let them put the chains on my hand. I gave up my right to free speech. I gave up my right to pretty much everything to be here with you guys. So,
hey, you know what though? It's completely worth it.
Very.
Yeah.
Just gotta say that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yes. Brad says, good night, guys. Great time as always. Thank you for coming in, by the way. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so
Tell
much.
your
And thanks
friends.
for all your
Bye.
efforts.
Yes, tell your friends. Tell them that we want to see guests here. It makes
Yeah.
so much fun. Get the Java. Get that Java. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta.
That.
Where's Caesar? He's gotta.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna wait. We'll do the Telegram. I guarantee we'll see it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm telling you, the nights that when we were getting bot rated, I got to finish on this note that we were getting bot rated, and he dropped that Java GIF in there. Dude, I almost just instantly banned him. I was like,
Yeah.
what is this? No.
Yep. It was one of those nights.
Yes.
Like,
We were all
we
on
had to
it.
be quick and fast.
The fun. Good night, guys, and thank you, Crypto Caddy, Question, Rosalind, Joe, and Get That Bread. Yes. Thank you, Caesar, for stopping by, Bread. It's always a great time with everybody, and I look forward to seeing everybody here next week.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
See you all.
Hold on.
Do we have
on.
anything? Yeah.
Hey,
made it
there
back.
I go.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's
I was
back.
just not responding to you.
Yes. We were
Yeah.
literally just getting ready to click the sign off button when you popped up.
Did that boot everybody off or just me?
Just you.
Just
It
you.
looked like you
Just
just
you.
froze.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. I mean, if you want me to leave, just tell me to leave. You don't get to boot me.
No.
I'll give you a flaming Lambo too.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I forgot
What
I had
happened?
wired headphones.
Oh.
I came right down on the cord and it was like dink.
I have mine like right here sitting on my arm. That way that doesn't happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to belabor your goodbyes. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hope everybody has a great week.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. You do, Joe.
Yes. Until next week, stop by the Telegram, stop by check out the website, but most of all, come and engage with the community, see what we're all about, see what's happening.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
congrats, and we will see you all next weekend.
Congratulations,
See you guys.
contest winners. You get your
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that Lucifer or Brett will be following up with them guys on that one there. They dropped some stuff in the main Telegram about it, so pretty exciting.
I will update
Yeah.
the announcement group.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All righty, gentlemen. We'll see you later.
Have a great week.
Yeah.